Yo, what's up? As you guys probably saw my Twitter, I blew up my accounts last night, which sucks. But today's a new day. I got 5 more traded accounts, as you guys can see, and we'll just trade these evals. Nice, easy day. But yeah, today's OPEX Friday, so it's gonna be interesting. I don't know what to expect. It's OPEX Friday. Normally, it's probably gonna be shit, but we'll see. This month has been pretty shit. If you're trying to hold moves, it's been shit. So we'll see. See what presents itself. What's up, James Bond? I do think I should put ES up here. I was considering it the other day. Let me put it. How should I do this? Let's put it here. Yeah, let's put it here. Oh, what the hell's that candle? You guys see that? Jesus Christ. That is a 20 point candle. It's not that big, but it feels big. Alright, so we got ES on this screen, and we got NQ on that one. So let's do it. In fact, I'll use MES and I'll use MNQ. What's up, AB? Good time to give only 2 viewers. Yeah, it's because I didn't alert yet. Sending it out now. It's just you and James Bond right now. Yesterday we had like 39. It was crazy. What's up, Brownie? Yeah, tough week for me. Yeah, tough week for me too. Tough week. It's like you guys see me on stream, like I'm here catching good trades, and then I just throw it away trading Asia at night. I mean, it's not like I was trading. I was trying to make $150, which I didn't, and then I just spiraled. But dude, it's just been so ass. It's just been so ass. Okay, so what are we doing here? We got 3 minutes till we open. How do you trade Asia usually? I just put a trade on, try to scalp and continuation. But yesterday the moves were like it was stuck in a 10-point range, and yeah, I got cooked. Like started flip-flopping my position, like long short, and it was bad. What's up, John Wick? What's up, guys? What up? What up? So over here we got ES, we got the overnight high in play. I'm thinking that's what we take out first. I think I'll just take a long into that. We'll see, we'll see. I need about 75 points or so. Yeah. Nice little move off the lows though. 60 points off the session low. Well, not session low, but like that swing low. You guys know what I mean. How much time do we got? We got 50 seconds left. Is this just a blind long at the open? Yeah, might be a blind long at the open. I'm thinking to long. I'm thinking overnight high gets tapped. Alright, I'm trying it. Whoops. Okay, I'm trying it. I want to take TP at the overnight high, so I'm keeping it pretty light. I want a lot of points. I'll give it like a $300 stop. Could possibly add if it gets up a little bit. We'll see. Have you fixed the latency issue? Yes, I believe it's fixed. Damn, I'm about to get stopped out for 30 points on 5 micros. Yeah, stopped out. That's $300. We'll see. The only trade I do want to take today is my overnight trade. Don't want to like scalp, so I'm just gonna dump today. Okay, if ES could possibly, considering flipping short now to give it a shot. Yeah, let's give it a shot. See if we target the overnight low. And then if this fakes us out and goes back in the range, then um, honestly, I might just not take anything else unless it gets like really close, where it's more of a guaranteed trade. But I think we should be fine. We'll see. Yeah, I'm trading evals right now. Trading with Tradeify. 5 evals. Yeah, so I'm targeting the overnight low. It's about 100 points. Yeah, I mean, ES has made that low that I was talking about. I wanted to see that, but yeah, NQ is not following. Okay, switch this over to the 1 minute. Yes, nice. Yes, should carry us, I hope. Look how strong that is. Come on, yes, gotta get through 80s. Damn, was up 36 points on that. I think it goes, man. I think we're Gucci. It's just kind of manipulating right now. Yeah, if this trades through the wick low, I'm pretty confident. Let me see it break 40s, smash through the 40s. Yeah, I think I'm pretty confident in this trade. Unless it's OPEX Friday, pull some BS on me. I'm pretty confident. Sizing down, I blew up, so trading evals now. It's humbling when you blow up an account 5.8k in it, 5.9k, which needed 2 days for payout. And then I had loads of other evals and stuff too. Just a bad day trading Asia, man. Never again. Like genuinely, could I not flip by taking this trade with 5 micros? Like, are we serious? Need about 50 more points. Generally, I like taking my TP into the levels. I don't like it taking it at the exact level because sometimes it like reverses or does something. So in an ideal world, I take this around 85. But yeah, this is whenever I blow up, whenever I do anything, and then I just want to lock in on trading. This is the one model of trading of trade I take, and I don't take anything else. So I need 1200 uh, for day one of these Stratifys. We'll see. I think we need the low and a bit lower. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I don't like how it's waking out here, but we're not as close as I'd like to be. I still think there's room. You guys, have I fixed the latency issue? Can you check what time it is? So right now it is 9 minutes and 10 seconds into open for me. So is it latent enough? Like, is it, the stream said it would be like 2 to 5 second delay. So I hope, I hope it is, because yesterday was like 30. Oh, it's good. Okay. The quality is a little bit less though. That's what it said. It said it can't support 4K. My camera is 4K, but I think 180 is fine, or 1080 is fine. Okay, nice, nice. Yeah, so you guys can pretty much take the same trades that I'm taking. Oh, for the next couple days, it's just gonna be this trade, the overnight high-low trade. After that, I'm not trading anymore. Need to go back to the basics, man. Yeah, I did not like how it's waking out there, but I do believe in this trade. It's got a turn here, I would hope. Yeah, I don't even have my deep charts up today. I was like, screw order flow. It's not giving me much confluence these days because this PA's just been like pretty shit. Back to the bare basics, just pure probability and theory of overnight trade. This is a model that I've come up with and helps me. Alright, yeah, I don't want to see this go back to my entry. I think we got to turn here and go lower. Like, dude, I'm up almost 60 points, but I think I get stopped. This is, I mean, I hope it plays, but this is what I was talking about before I came on stream this morning. I was like, dude, I just can't hold trades in this market. Like, you can scalp, but this PA has been shit for holding. So I hope we get our hold today. I mean, the delivery has just been so buns. Because generally, New York will take it to one side of the overnight before doing anything. And now it's like it just diddles around in the opening range 5 minutes. Just like chills all day. Like, I mean, yesterday, look, we were just here in this opening range 5 for like forever. Nice. Come on, let's get through these lows. Come on, see some clean delivery for once in New York. I know it's OPEX Friday, but I just want to see it. I want to see it with my own eyes. I want to see some clean delivery. Nice, we're almost there on this eval. Come on. Do you trade similar to Strangelove? No, I don't. He has his own style. He has a lot of concepts that he uses. I know how he trades. He's very good, but no. I mean, similar meaning we all use volume profile. Like I remember when I first met him, I forget what we're talking about, but he was like, take away all my indicators. Only thing I would want to keep was the volume profile. So they were just both him and Rizzo, they're both stressing the importance of volume profile. But no, he has other like entry models and stuff like that. But the core basics of market auction theory, um, I would say yes, we're similar in that, but geez, what the hell is that wick? Yes, his overnight low is all the way over here. I don't feel confident, but I like where NQ's headed. It's pretty close. Just a 30-point candle. God. How does Okala trade? He trades the 80-20 system. So it's similar to what I already understand. So the hundreds are like psych levels. So you can see in my chart, right? You can see these lines at every 100. It's pretty faded, but it's meant to be that way. It's not like a huge confluence for me, but I do have it there, which I will explain in a video. It's basically psych levels. It's like a round number of price, and price generally tends to respect it. I mean, after this trade, I'm down to show you some examples. I'll go back and show you, but he trades like the probability of 80 and 20. So like, let's say he entered at 20 for a long here. He normally risks like 15 points, so I guess he would have got stopped down on this one, but here he would have made it, right? This hit 80, and he doesn't just take every 20 or 80. That's his whole system, but he has like entry models where he takes some of the 80 touches or some of the 20s, things like that. It's pretty basic. It's just like 80 and 20 in candlestick patterns. It works for him, you know. It doesn't work for some people. It works for some people, so you just have to find what works for you. And then there's Yosh, he trades order flow. Um, yeah, it just depends what works for you, or what do you like, what are you drawn toward. Me personally, I was drawn toward the volume profile. Um, that's what I like, so that's what I trade. Nice candle, but not able to get through the 310s. We're right back where we started. Something blocking us here at 309s, 310s. Yes, well, it could be lower, could look better, but it's not looking the best. And Q, come on, man. It's instant rejection off 310s. It's not good. What is there? I don't have my order flow on, so I can't see. I mean, I assume either some market sellers got trapped or see some passive buying there. I would assume. With this sharper reaction, I would assume we got some sellers trapped at low. Oh, let's see. We're up 70 points right now. 68 points, 70 points. Again, come on, let's get through 309s, please. I would get burned here taking long stabs on every sign of absorption. Well, it also has to align with your bias. Right now, I'm thinking the clear draw on liquidity is 274. So, I mean, that's this PA though. This PA has been like, it gets close to the draws on liquidity and then just edges and just reverses. Like this is like, I guess deemed it close enough. It's 30 points away from the overnight low. And now it's just doing some BS. Like, I mean, sure, yeah. I mean, on the volume profile, it makes sense. I understand it, but like here, let's show you. It makes sense. I mean, it's a imbalanced area, right? I mean, it makes sense. We're at the edge of the VP, but this overrides the VP. This is the overnight level trade. This literally works like every New York session. One way or the other, this trade always works. Like 90% of the time. Like I've done the backtesting. The backtesting is crazy on this trade. This model is my favorite model to trade. It's just this New York, man. It's just taking forever to deliver. Hey, hey, what's up, Hattie? What up? Can you please explain the model? In a nutshell, the model is 90% of the time, New York session opens, it will take out its Asia high or low. You find a way to get into that, and there you go. Like this is the Asia low. I found my way in. I tried a long earlier, got stopped out for 30 points. Now I'm 70 points, and if this hits TP, I'm up like, I don't know, 100, something like that. So that is the model in a nutshell. Obviously, I have my own entry triggers. Sometimes it just moves so fast. No, it just comes with taking the model every day, seeing it every day, where you can kind of just take a trade and risk a dollar amount. And it comes down to the fact that it becomes its probability, and it's not so much like, oh, ICT, inverse fair value gap, retrace this, take that. No, it becomes more of the fact that you know it's going to play out. It doesn't matter where you enter. You might take a little drawdown, but in the end you'll be fine. So it's more of a probability-based trade for me. Hope that explains it a bit. Come on, I just need 15 points lower. Another another reaction here would honestly piss me off. We're so close to the draw on liquidity that just give it to us. This is what I mean. This is what I mean when I say I like to take my TP into levels, like front running the level. This is literally what I mean. I generally would like to front run it by like at least 10, 15 points, but ay ay ay. Good God. I'll just do that. I think we'll be fine. It's come so close. It's come 4 points away. I think we'll be fine. Let me just move it down. See if we can squeeze more. I'm being greedy here, but hopefully it doesn't bite me. Bang. Bang, bang. That right there was a 105 point trade. So there we go. No, I was gonna initially front run it, but after we saw the reaction and it looked like we're coming back in, this candle, the next candle didn't really push up. It seemed pretty obvious that we are just gonna go and run through it. So there we go. 100-point trade. So we ended up hitting TP on the accounts. Show you guys. Day one done on these Tradeifys. Day one of my blow up recovery. We're back after the nasty blow up yesterday, and yeah, this was the blow up if you guys want to see. Absolutely retarded, absolutely bullshit. $5,871 down the drain. I've already done the hard work. I've already taken the overnight model multiple times, and I lost it all in one day trading Asia, trying to flip for 150. So never trading Asia again. Literally never trading Asia again. I'm gonna be putting, like, I have this thing called Freedom app. I'm gonna be putting that on and just, oh my God, never trading Asia again, man. Genuinely. Why need Asia when I can capture hundreds of points, and why? Genuinely so dumb. Anyways, hope you guys caught that trade. That is it. That is it for me as far as trading wise. As you guys know, I blew up all my accounts, so I'm only trading these 5 evals, so I have nothing else. Taking it slow. Um, so yeah. And generally, off the overnight, some days you'll see a reaction, you'll see like a good bounce. Generally, it comes down like you're able to see those days. Like here, it's a bit tricky because we have previous day low over here, like 70 points away. I could see us take that out before going up, but I mean, it's OPEX Friday. I could see us also reverse off this. Generally, like I will say though, like 80, no, not 80. I would say like 60% of the time, if you take your TP and reverse it at the overnight low, um, you generally will get filled as well for a nice trade. Like this trade, right? If you just reverse your TP, you're up 25 points instantly. Like this is the draw on liquidity. And once it's taken out, I mean, if we don't have any real significant levels lower, then we are going to be trading higher off the overnight low. So yeah, just lower size down and trade your model and you'll be fine. So for the next few days, I'm only going to be taking one trade, uh, 5 micros into my overnight model. So basically aim for overnight higher low and that'd be A plus setup. Yes, exactly. Exactly. I tried it long because we opened pretty close to the overnight high. I tried it here off the open. I mean, I guess the first indication was the opening candle was just down. It was like 40 points down. So maybe I should have taken that, but I thought maybe it might be like some small manipulation. So I tried it here at 435. I got stopped out here at, what did I get stopped out? I got stopped out here at 404. So I took a 30-point loss for $300 there. And then I kind of figured, okay, because at that point we're down 80 points in a minute, and it looks like we're driving lower for this liquidity. So I ended up taking the short a little bit lower. I took, I stopped at 405. I shorted at 378. That was a 25 points lower. Um, and yeah, we wrote it down. Unfortunately, it wasn't as fast as these candles. It was a bit slower, but regardless, the model plays out. So, why don't you look at bubbles today? So the reason is with my overnight high and low model, this is the model that's made me like over $1 million in prop payouts. I don't need order flow for this, and order flow has just not been giving recently. It's not been providing. It's been on and off. This market's just been so choppy. Like generally, all you need is your model and you're done. I don't really. I mean, I was also just tilted, I guess, from Asia. Not tilted, but just tired of using order flow. I was like, all right, let me just go back to the basics and eyeball my trades and just model because it's more like a coin flip. You take your trade, either it hits your TP or doesn't. I kind of miss that feeling instead of knowing like every micro aggression of buyers or sellers. Yeah, exactly. You put it amazingly. Reading order flow on the chop just stresses you out. I'd rather just hold to my target. If I get stopped out, I get stopped out, right? Hope that makes sense. But yeah, what makes you take that entry at the low after the first extension lower? Generally just seeing that it's gonna go for the overnight low and just trusting my model. Um, it just does not seem like, honestly, yeah, I don't really know how to explain it. I guess it just comes down to intuition. Like there's genuinely no entry triggers. Sometimes I have entry triggers, but generally there's no entry triggers. Um, I mean, I guess I can explain it. At the open, sometimes you'll generally see. Here, let me change this 1 second. Let me put it in drawing mode. Now let's go to the paint tool. Is there a particular reason you're planning to take overnight high-low trades for the next couple of days? Yes, because I blew up last night. If you check my Twitter, I blew up my accounts. Anyways, let's just say overnight. So this is the type of videos I'll be making when I move out to Florida. So that's how I generally plot my overnights, right? It's always plotted like that. So let's just say that's the overnight high, right? We have the overnight high right there, and let's just say the overnight low right here. Okay, so we got our overnight levels. Let's just say this is 29,000 and this is 30,000. Let's just say we moved up 1,000 points in the overnight, whatever. So as you come into the market, well, what is it going to be doing, right? It opens somewhere here. The overnight, let's just say it goes down, makes this overnight low, goes up, makes this overnight high, and by the time market opens, let's just say we're right here, okay? Let's just say we're trading right here. So let's just put a star right there. So this is where we're trading. Actually, that looks retarded. I don't like how that looks. Let's just say we're trading here, okay? Let's say we're trading here. Now, this is your clear draws on liquidity, right? You come into the New York session, this market opened right here, 6:30, right? Right here is 6:30, right? Oh, 6:30 PST. So let's just say that is 6:30. And now market opens. Now all you need to figure out is what side it's going to go for. So is market going to do this or is market going to do this? You figure this out and you're able to catch a good number of points. And it's literally that simple. And this just comes from like intuition, as well as some entry triggers. So a lot of times what you'll see is the market will open here, and it'll make a fake leg here, a small little manipulation, let's say of this swing pivot right here, right? Let me put a different color. Let's say this pivot in question right here, right? Right there. So a lot of times it will tend to like do this and then go up for that, right? That sometimes happens. That is one of my entry models. Another, or vice versa. But sometimes it'll genuinely just not care about swing pivots or anything and just go like that. In today's example, um, if you want to conceptualize it, well, in today's example, it was at 29,539. Okay, what the hell? Why is it so bad? Okay, 29,539, and the low is at 29,273. So also another thing is, it's 29,539 minus 29,273. So here the overnight session provided us 266 points worth of range. So we have this much to work with. So generally you want to be capturing at least 50%, at least 40% of the range. And let's just say you miss the overnight trades. A lot of times, I'll be scalping, I'll be trading my market auction theory. That is my secondary strategy. Um, Overnight, high, low, like I said, this is my model. This is what makes me money. Consistently, day in, day out, this trade shows up pretty much every day, 90% of the time, and I take it. And let's just say the market opens. Let's say the market opens and you don't know where it's going, right? You don't really understand where it's going. You're kind of sitting on the sidelines and market ends up like doing this. You don't really understand where it's going. Ends up coming here. It looks like it's going to take out the overnight high. Now, it's come here and let's just say the level is 29501, right? There's only 39 points worth of move of meat right here. This is only 39 points from this level to this level, right? But I will take this trade because I understand the probabilities that the overnight high or low will get filled. Like we can do the math. I have data. I have like all these 1 minute candles for like 3, 4 years worth of data. So we can do the math if you guys desire. I'll do it in a video and I'll provide all the stats. You can also use like Edgeful. Maybe I gotta partner with them just for this. Maybe I'll reach out to them. But you could do the math like that. I feel like I should because that's a better backtesting platform as far as like model wise. You can't really backtest order flow or market auction theory. I mean, you can backtest market auction theory, but this is like really, really OP in terms for backtesting because you can see, like, you can just plug it in. Like, so what I did was I went to Claude, I plugged it in to Claude, and I said, like, okay, tell me how many times you took out the overnight high or low in New York session, and it came back. I remember I had like 1600 days worth of data, and it provided like 1200 days. It took it out, something like that. Um, or maybe it was even higher. I don't remember, but I remember something like that. And yeah, it's a high probability model. So generally, I'll scalp this out because in my mind, this provides like pretty much it's guaranteed. The fact that this like let's put a risk to reward function. The fact that what is the probability when it gets this close? I've done the backtesting on this as well. I'll show you guys. The probability of like if you enter long here, the probability of you taking a stop out is extremely low. It's like 90, it's like no, not 90. It's like 10%. Like it's really, really low. And I've done the backtesting for this. It's like a 93% win rate. when price comes like 10 points within the overnight high or low. I've done the back testing. I don't have to do it again when I'm making like a official video on it. But it's like extremely low. So this is like a major draw on liquidity. That's what I came to know. And as I was trading market auction theory, I would understand that market eventually would reject and kind of stall at these levels. So market would like have a life, and when the overnight high or low was taken out, it would kind of die out. So like as you can see, the market's kind of died. I mean, it was already pretty dead when I entered, but it's pretty much dead. It's literally chopping around the overnight. It's respecting the overnight low, which where we TP'd, but it's pretty much dead and just chopping around. Like there's no reversion off this. There's no, follow through under this. So it's pretty much dead. How else can you categorize it? It's pretty much chopping in a 30, 40, maybe 50, yeah, like 40-point range from here for the last 25 minutes. Yeah, 25, 30 minutes. So it's pretty much dead, and market's kind of died out. We captured our meat of the move, meat of the bone, whatever you want to call it. So yes, and what if we open near breaks overnight high right at the open? So that happens before, yes. Generally, you don't take the trade that day, but the probability is there. When it opens that close, the probability, like you can do the math in backtesting in Claude or with Edgeful, which I'm going to try to get. I should probably try to get them. But yeah, the probability is there. Like when it opens so close to it, I generally avoid it, but it's there. It will take it out, and then it'll kind of either move up. Like some of the days, where the overnight's expansive. It's moved up like let's say 400 points. So like this actually presented itself the other day. So let me show you guys. So let's go. Let me just show you guys the strategy here real quick. Let's go to indicators. So you guys are in for a lesson before any education drops. So if you're here, lucky for you. Let's remove order flow, let's remove VWAP, initial balance, keep that, keep this, keep this, keep this. Okay. So we're going to strip down my charts. So the pink lines are just the opening range, right? The high of the 5 minutes, first 5 minutes market open, low first 5 minutes, and the middle point of the first 5 minutes. So these dotted lines are the previous day highs. So that's the previous day, well, RTH high and the RTH low. Obviously, the previous day high is up here. Anyways, these lines will show you how the Asia moves. So generally how another kind of lesson for you guys is generally how Asia moves is like this. So let me just save this in case I ever need it. OVN stream example. Okay. So generally how Asia moves is like this. Find an example. Some days it's like this, right? It just opens and then just goes down. Some days it's like this. And when this happens, you can see when market opened at 6:30 right here, it opened in this candle, this small little candle here. You can see that we were already like 20 points away from the overnight low. And you can see that we instantly took it out in that first candle itself. Um, Generally, that's what happens. Like, what is the probability that when it opens 20 points away, what is the probability that it doesn't fill this and it goes up and fills this 500 points away, right? So now like you can pretty much lean on shorts. Like, is this really your level right here? Is this your level or is this your level? So this really gets to show you like, and let's say market opens here. Are you generally really looking for longs or are you really looking for shorts? Probably longs. I mean, probably shorts. Looking for that because that it seems easier, much easier than going all the way up here and taking that out. That's a whole like trend version. So when Asia makes expansive trends like this is model number one. When Asia makes expansive trends like this and it opens pretty similar or pretty close to lows, generally look for that. And these days generally look for a little bit lower as well, which is what happened over here. So you can see when the overnight low stops moving, so you can see it kind of like the overnight low, my overnight low is set to move like this. It doesn't just provide a straight shot level like that. No, it kind of moves with like the price. So that's how I like it because I get to see and visualize how Asia has been forming or moving. So you can see like this moves. Like here, it creates a floor, it moves down. It's like a stair step. And here you can see the Asia low never moved, right? We made it pretty early on and never moved. The high moved, and at the open, well, did we take out the high? Let's see. We did not. This time we actually came very close and we didn't take it out. And this is one of those awkward days. There's like a couple different models for this. Yeah, it's pretty hard to explain all of them on stream because I feel like I'm just giving a lesson. But generally, there's a couple different models for this. So let's just write it down. Go to Google Docs. So yeah, if you guys are taking this trade, obviously you'd want to know the intricacies of this setup. So let me provide it to you guys. So the models we have is we have this right here where it comes close enough to it but doesn't take it out. So what you do is I'd put it as a red line, or no, I'd put it like that. I do this actually. I just put X because it didn't work out. It came close enough, and I'll put a check mark here. And this is one of the model days. So let me put that in here. Another model day is the overnight expansive move. So like this. These are like categories of days, I've seen in the past and noticed. Hold on. So this is another one here. So where obviously, you don't even need to put an X mark there because we didn't even come close. You just take this out right there. So that's a pretty easy one where it's expansive overnight. You can generally guarantee your bias and your draw on liquidity. So let me put that in the doc here. That's so far we have two characteristic days. One where it's very easy to tell the bias, one where it kind of edges you and it doesn't do what it's supposed to do. But that normally happens when there's such a low range in the overnight. So you can see here 283, oh, you guys probably can't see that, 283 and 124. So the range is only 140 points. So generally, the overnight model, so in a nutshell, again, this is just a lot of info. It's not like how do I explain it? I didn't like make a PowerPoint, so obviously I'm a little bit over the place. So you guys have to bear with me. So generally, when Asia doesn't really do much, it kind of probes around like this. Asia generally just makes a higher low. It makes it overnight like this, and it goes down, makes a low. It probes around, makes a little bit of a new high, moves like this. That's how the Asia moves. Asia doesn't move like this. No. Asia like has a high and low. It opens somewhere, right? Asia opens, let's say here, opens here. Sorry, that looks retarded. Let's say Asia opens here and moves up. Now this is the new high, moves down, creates a new low, moves back up, creates a new high, moves back low, creates a new low. Generally, this is how Asia moves. So once you understand this fundamental, you can understand that Asia is just expanding the range. This is a concept that I learned pretty early on because I would get burned trading Asia, and I was like, okay, I'm figuring this out. I'm not gonna shy away from Asia, I'm gonna try to figure this out. But over time, you understand that Asia is just retarded. It moves so slow. Your return on investment is really not worth trading it. So, anyways, you learn that. But, anyways, this is how Asia moves as a fundamental most days. Obviously, it's not every day. Some days you have these really expansive moves like that, where we kind of make the move before New York. And when that happens, when you make the move before New York, you have to understand it only has so much fuel. It gets exhausted, right? We've exhausted most of the move here. So, how much lower can you really expect? If we're lower of 500 points, I mean, sure, you could probably expect like 50% of that move still, so like around 250 more points, like lower. So let's see, did we get that? Well, this was from 100 down, so this is 400 points. Can you expect 200 more points? Kinda. I mean, barely. It made like 150, 190 points. So when it makes 400 points down, you have to kind of ask yourself, it's not going to trade up to the overnight high, but how much lower can it really trade? And opportunities are a bit limited there, so it just depends. Just depends. But I think I'm moving it. I think I'm explaining it in a decent manner. Yeah, auction market theory. And that's this all these concepts, right? It all bleeds into one another. It's not like, oh, this is one concept, this is ICT silver bullet. Oh no, this is order flow, this is market auction theory. No, it all kind of blends. Oh shoot, I didn't realize my camera is moving. But no, it all blends into one another. It's like yin and yang. Everything kind of bleeds into everything. There's always a little bit of good in bad, and there's always a little bit of bad in good, right? You can't just be pure. So I feel like everything, and like all the same thing with movies, and we're watching like Hollywood. Um, Everything kind of bleeds into each other. No one's reinventing the wheel, making a new movie. I mean, sometimes, but for the most part, it's stuff you've seen before, right? And I kind of like to use that theory, um, or like philosophy, that everything kind of bleeds into each other. So, anyways, I'm just a trader for 4 years, and this is just stuff that I've noticed that helps me make money. So, don't take it. If you don't take it from me, then take it from somebody else who's traded longer. But in my experience, I've been trading market auction theory since I first started, and this is things that I've come to notice. Um, Behaviors of sessions, behaviors of New York, behaviors of Asia, which then helps me take my model. I end up making my own thing, right? Everybody has to make their own thing at the end of the day. You can't just trade somebody else's model. The copy can never be better than the original. You have to come up with something for yourself. Any other examples on charts you see? Yeah, sure, I can show you more examples. So we got the expansive move. We got the, hold on. I think my treatment's over. Yeah, this is a $1,000 device I bought with my first payout. First big payout of 15K back in like 2023, 2024. Pretty retarded purchase, but honestly one of the best health purchases I've made. It reduces your cortisol. It works. It's crazy. But anyways, so this is the edge day. Don't really know. Edge day categorized by low Asia. No, what's the word? By small Asian range. So when there's a small Asian range, you have to understand, this is another concept as well. You have to understand that price tends to compress in an area, so that we call this chop, before it expands, right? Price tends to compress before it expands. It tends to like barcode and do stuff, kind of accumulate orders before boom, make an expansive move, right? And this is, you'll see this on news, books will flatten, whatever, but you'll see this on any time frame. Generally, it'll compress, right? We see it here, compress, expand, compress, expand, compress, expand, compress up here, expand, um, compress, 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 expand, compress, expand, right? Generally, this is just a fundamental behavior of the markets. Anyways, so when Asia just compresses, 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 that is generally bad. This is one thing I've noticed is it does not, this is kind of counter indicative or counterintuitive, but this is more session behavior. It's a little bit different. So when the session behavior proceeds, so when New York opens, when Asia opens right before New York, and it's really, really, like Asia will make higher highs and lower lows. It's not just gonna stay here. It's not just gonna open up here, go down here, and just do this. No, that like literally never happens. But when the Asian range is like pretty small, so let's say this is 29, 100, this is 28, 990. If this is a what is this? 110 point range, generally you can expect New York to be just shite. It's just gonna be trash. So Asia, you have to see how the range presents itself, and when the range presents itself, right? Now this is the overnight low, and this is the overnight high. This is not a lot of room to work with. Like sure, you're gonna get like 40 points, what? Like I mean, right? Or you're gonna get like 50 points that way. It's generally very trash and it moves very trash, you'll just see. So just pay attention, right? Pay attention to how big the ranges are when Asia closes and New York opens, and plot out the levels overnight high and low if you don't already have like indicators like I do. Obviously, this is just busy work, so I don't bother plotting it out. I have indicators for that. But yeah, just look at the behaviors, right? I'll go see if I can find some examples, but generally look at the behaviors and it's going to be pretty like horrible to trade. Um, like I guess here's an example. We had a pretty small Asian range, which is six. I mean, this is like 200 points. Not too bad, but I think this is the day we got edged, no? Yeah. So when a small Asian range happens, generally you get edged. Um, like the higher probability of you getting edged is there, meaning it comes close to like overnight before not taking it out. So I mean, look, small Asian range, we had some little expansion and then it's just chop steady inside day. So generally, Asian range kind of shows the, what do you call it? What do you call it? Generally, it shows like it's a good precursor for what's actually gonna happen in the markets. So, anyways, I don't know why my thing's messed up here. This is like 3 days, but it's showing one overnight high and low. Okay, just don't worry about this, I guess. Let's go back to one of these days. So these days are beautiful, right? These days are beautiful, and this is August 13th. This is Thursday. Okay, not bad. So this was a pretty small Asian range. I mean, 780 down to, yeah, it's not too big. It's about what 150 points. But these days, generally, this is another day. This is another characteristic. This is a beautiful day. This is generally when it works out pretty well, and this is a lot of days are like this. So I know I said small Asian range, but this day, let's put it like that. These edge day, yes, categorized by small Asian range, but this generally happens with a bigger Asian range, but this is a perfect example of happening in a small Asian range. Um, yeah, so this is just, I'm not gonna put in how many points this was because I mean you can already see, but here, God, why can't I? Okay, so this is a expansive day from a small Asian range. Okay, and then this is a expansive day in Asian range. No fuel left in NY. And you can see the same thing happen here, right? We had a pretty expansive range. I mean, like 200 points. Generally, that's what we're getting. So when I say small range, it's got to be like 100 points. So in this regime, in this market, a normal range is like 200 points. Before, a normal range was like 300, 400 points, just a month or two ago. But anyways, so this range, is pretty expansive. The move is pretty much done. And here's the entry model that I was talking about. Well, this is a news channel, but generally this is what will happen. You'll have this and you'll manipulate down, take out some of the swing, and then go back and make the overnight high again. So obviously this is, it's not exactly what happened here, but this is what I've noticed, and this is one of my entry models for taking this trade. So as you can see though, you made pretty much most of the move in Asia. So when Asia trends, you have to kind of ask yourself how much more fuel does NY have? And you can see NY was just range bound. The 5 minute opening range high was right here. We opened in the first 5 minutes of market open. This is the high, this is the low, and this is the middle point. And you can see how we're just trapped here for like most of the market. We're pretty much trapped here. We didn't have any fuel left. So pretty much a chop day after expensive Asia. So let's see. The other day it was a expensive day in Asia, no fuel left in NY. So it's the opposite. Yep. So it was moved down. This is a move higher. So I'm not gonna put that in the example, but it's the same thing. So this right here, this is kind of interesting. this is a pretty decent, this is a healthy range. And this is one of those days where all I use is the overnight levels, and all I use is the opening candle. So this is a pretty straightforward day. Just like today, I used the opening candle to my advantage. I kind of understood where the opening five wanted to go. All right, we're pretty healthily moving down. Now all you got to do is just find a model, find a entry point, and because you understand the probability that's going to go down and take out this low, you enter, let's say here, I don't know, risking like 30 points. This is generally why you would enter with micros, 5 micros, so you could risk a little more points wise. So even a $500 risk is 50 points. Once you understand that it's probably not going to trade back through this opening candle, now you get to risk that. And sure, the risk reward may not be in your probability. It may be more like a 1-to-1, 1-to-2, but at least the probability is in your favor. It's a high win rate. So you sacrifice your asymmetrical risk reward for a little bit higher win rate. So hope that makes sense. And this is stuff I'll be teaching when I launch my paid stuff and do my free education. But I don't mind teaching you guys. I'm not gatekeeping anything. I'm going to be teaching this and making YouTube videos on this for free. Sorry, let me read this chat. Are trend lines a myth? No, I mean it's valid, but I would use auction market theory. It's just distributing price, right? Like, sure, you got a trend line here, it breaks it here, but then it moves down. Like, I guess people who enter with trend lines would look for a retest of the trend line and then a long, right? I would assume. I mean, I'm pretty well versed in all the strategies. Like any other trader, I've gone through most strategies when I first started. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Like, trend line is sometimes it works, it sometimes doesn't. Generally, trend line is like when you're sick, what is the root cause? The symptom is you have coughs, you have a sore throat, right? Trend line is like a symptom. When you look at the real like root cause of why the market's moving, it comes down to like market auction theory and volume and things like that, and not order flow, but generally like market auction theory. So when you strip everything down, it comes down to that. So trend line, it provides some, it gives some, but it's not the like all being entry model because the root is actually market auction theory. So that's the way I see it. Um, you said out of 600 days, a backtester, you took out overnight high 200 times. Oh, no, no, I don't think I said that. I think I said out of 1,500 days, we've took it out 1,200 times. And out of that, I mean, I forgot the exact. Let's see, do I have it in here? Because I know I factory reset my computer the other time, like a month ago. I think I was doing the cloud research on Cloud Code, so it didn't save anything. Uh, Save, no, overnight. No, I don't think it's here. I think it's on Cloud Code. RIP. I mean, I have some stats here. I was asking it. Um, this is me like optimizing it. So, okay, so these are real data. So over 6 years, you can see that when price comes 5 points within the overnight level, it hits 95.9% of the time, and it generally goes beyond it. So it pierces it when it taps it by like an average of seven or median of 78.5 points. Um, and 85%. So when it comes 5 points away, 86% of the time it will take it. Or so when it comes 5 points away, 95% of the time it will take out that 5 points. You will be up 5 points, and then after that 5 points, there's 86% chance that it goes 20 more points past the level. So I was trying to figure out like ways to get like minimum days on prop firms and things like that. Um, I ended up not doing it because I'd rather just enter in a chop market in New York and get my minimum days that way. But I was trying to optimize it, and so I found some intricacies of this trade, and yeah. So this is just something that I was backtesting. This is some serious sauce if you really reverse engineer this stuff. But you know, yeah. So I was trying to figure out like a high win rate um, based on this model that I already do because it's pretty discretionary. Like you have to really understand the intricacies in order to take it and be profitable on it like pretty much every day. But I was trying to figure out like a brain dead strategy where you could just set like a code a bot to do it. End up not working out, but provided like insights to this trade. So off of 6 years of NQ data, which I gave it, yeah, this is like the stats so you guys can just see. And yeah, it was like the most nutty negative RR. It's so brutal. Like it does not work on live markets. It would only work for like prop firms and things like that. So I ended up just bidding it. I didn't like it. It didn't serve any purpose for me, but like regardless, it provided some good data and stuff. So um, yeah. So this is stuff I'll be doing. I could probably make an indicator on this. If I really like locked in and did a bunch of research more, there's certain ways, angles I can take this approach, but um, yeah. Overall, I think I explained some decent stuff. I explained how Asia moves. I explained how NY moves. I explained how you can pay attention to a shit Asia or a shit NY. You can predict a shit NY based off of Asia move. So if Asia is very compressed, NY is not necessarily gonna expand. Doesn't really work like that. Sometimes it does, like that example we saw. Where is it? Sometimes it does based off of this example, small, but this small is not really small. This is generally what we're seeing now. It's small compared to previous months, but 200 points is like pretty average for like these days. And guys, we are getting closer and closer to Lucid giveaway. We are so close. We are, what is this, $35 away? So we can soon give this away. 2 accounts, a pro eval and a 25K. So excited to do that. Hopefully we can hit that soon. And yeah, let's see. A couple more examples, or pretty burned out from explaining this. Yeah, I'm pretty burned out from explaining this. But here's a nice example. We have a pretty healthy range. We go out and we take it. We open pretty close to the low. The range is 680. We open at like, okay, we open 300 points down. We go and take out this first and foremost, and then we actually go out and take overnight high. And you see we have a nice rejection here, where we just kind of tap it and just dump and kind of just chill. But that's generally how it goes. Some days it takes out the low and the high. They are pretty important points in liquidity. But most days it just takes out one side, and that's all you need to make your money. Here we go. The closer you open to a level, generally that's the level that gets taken out in my experience, right? That's why I just eyeball it. I don't care about order flow. Um, Order flow might actually harm my bias on this one, but yeah, generally. So that's why today when we opened, if we go over here, um, I tried the long because we were theoretically pretty close. We were 110 points away, right, when we opened. When we opened, we were actually like 70 points away. We were super close, but we were rejecting off this prior day. If you guys see, we're rejecting off this prior session high, right? We had the RTH high here, and we just couldn't hold above it, and we're starting to fall down. So this is where you use market auction theory. So that's market auction theory for you. We are not holding above this level. I tried along in case it's a false manipulation. Didn't work out, get stopped out, try the short and get filled on this. And you can see market's just dead. There's no more expansion after this. It's just dead. Some days where we're not dead, we have enough juice, we'll end up taking out the other side or following through. So will you be able to use your own giveaways? Yes, but I'm not gonna do that. Plus I can't on Lucid Max. I'm on Lucid Max, so but I assume I could use my codes for myself. But no, that's retarded. I take more of a Mr. Beast approach. Whatever I make off of content, I would like to reinvest it back into content because that'll help me grow more. Because the more giveaways I do, obviously, like I know it's like what's the word? I know it's like I guess business minded or selfish that I use my codes to do more. I use like money I make from content to do more content or more giveaways. I guess it's like selfish. Or no, it's not selfish. That's not the word. What am I looking for? I guess it's like not in good faith. Like use the money I make. So this $465, like I will just genuinely use this toward like I mean I'm moving to Florida. I'll put this toward like those wooden things. Like I have it saved on my phone. I don't know what it's called. It's like those wooden things, like wooden slabs that just go like vertical. And there's like black things in the middle. God. Let me search it up. Wooden. It's like that thing where you people like put. Yeah, here we go. I just had to search wooden background. I want to like buy this stuff. This stuff's like kind of expensive, so I'll buy this and sit like this behind this. It'll help, the stream quality go up, and I just think it looks cool. So when I'm in Florida, I'll buy this, this $465. I'll put it toward that, put it towards some lighting. Obviously this camera here, it was like $300. It's a nice AI camera, so I'll keep that. But yeah, generally I'll just reinvest it back, and then this evals that I get from here, I'll generally just give it to you guys. So I guess that's like self-centered, but yeah, I'm a believer in like reinvesting the money that I make until I get to a point where this is like, I mean, I'll show you guys. I don't mind showing you guys exactly how much I'm making affiliates. I'll show you guys, okay, I made $465. If I'm making 20,000 in affiliates, I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna tell you guys exactly what I'm doing, Hopefully I'm teaching you guys to make $20,000 in affiliates and, provide good value, but regardless, right? I'll show you guys, I'll be transparent, and I'll honestly put that right back into teaching or giveaways or whatever. And eventually it'll get to a point where this is pretty low amount, but eventually it'll get to a point where, because this is over, you have to understand it's over 3 weeks. I've been streaming every day for 3 weeks. I've missed like one day last week on Friday. But yeah, eventually it'll get to a point where it's like a lot of money where I don't have to reinvest everything back into affiliates, into teaching, into YouTube, into content, and that's like the dream. At that point, I get, I don't know, like 2,000, 3,000. My rent over there in Tampa is 1,100. So if I'm able to get 2,000 a month off of just teaching people how to trade, showing my trades here on YouTube like I am, capturing this move, 100 points, 105 points with 5 micros, providing good value, then now I have my living paid for. I don't have to stress about where my next trade is gonna be, like in order to pay for my like living, right? It just gets to a point where you make enough money doing stuff on the side where it covers your basic living, and you get to just be stress free. You get to go out and pay for a meal and not have to look at the bank account. And yeah, it's just, I think it's amazing. Um, I think it's amazing that I've made $465 off of you guys, off of my viewers, my friends and family, using my code. It's no extra cost to you. Um, it's just the firm is paying that out, right? You're gonna get a discount anyway. So I think it's amazing that I made that off of doing nothing, just coming here and streaming. So I think it could be definitely a huge win-win scenario. Because I'm spending a lot of time here, right? I'm streaming here almost 1, 2 hours a day. So I'm putting in a lot of time. I mean, let's just go back and see. the live streams. You guys can see I've been streaming like pretty much every day. There's an hour 15, hour 12, hour 50, hour 50, hour or 59, hour 14, hour 1, 23 minutes. I remember I just did a giveaway that day because I woke up late. Hour 4, hour 55, hour 52, 2 hours 32. Jesus Christ, what did we do that day? That was a basic Friday as well. 48, 2 hours 14, hour 50, 1 hour 26, 1 hour 57, 1 hour 45, 1 hour 32. And here today we are 81 minutes. So we're locked in, guys. We're locked in. I'm serious about this stuff. I got to the point where I feel like I can be teaching others how I trade, because it works out for me. And yeah, I've gotten to the point where I want to make some money off of teaching people how I trade, so I can take a little bit of extra burden off my own trading and eventually just make my own trading better. So hopefully that makes sense, right? It's a bit selfish, but hopefully that makes sense. So yes, I am doing it for the money. Obviously, right? Everybody works for money in this world. But I genuinely enjoy streaming. Like the other day, I remember I had the option to go watch a movie or trade Asia on stream, and I traded Asia for an hour, and I just chilled the rest of the day. But yeah, I generally enjoy it, and there's money involved to be made, so I'm here. I'm here every day. So yeah, I'm gonna say that. Like I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm here for love of the game. I am, but there's also love of money. That's why I became a trader in the first place. Money. No one becomes a trader because they want to be uh, broke. They want to make money, right? So I don't feel like bad saying that. I feel like you guys deserve to know. Hoping to become profitable this year. 2 payouts so far. Started trading last year, but stuck on eval since March. Yeah, like I want to help people like you, people like Apollo here. Um, I think Apollo won one of the giveaways. I have a vague memory of sending money to someone, Apollo. Um, I think you won one of the giveaways. But yeah, like yeah, I want to help people like Apollo who are struggling to become profitable. Like for me, it's profitable is like not even a question of anything anymore. It's just easy. I see my models play out, I trade it, I make money, and money becomes just a byproduct of good trading. Before, I was stressing about like, oh, how am I gonna make money? How am I gonna pay for this? How am I gonna do this? And now, I've gotten to the point where I don't have to stress. But I still have to stress in the fact that I have to perform, right? I blew my accounts yesterday. Not only did I blow my 5.4K Tradify payout, I blew my 8.5K Taurus payout. I blew like almost 15,000 payouts, which is so retarded, if you ask me. So retarded. So that was a big hit. And now I have to, like, I'm trading evals now, and I have to work my way out of this hole. I mean, I can do it, but it's like, it's all skill based. And yeah, it's all skill based. So it's tough sometimes, if you go on a bad streak and it could tilt, you could spiral. So I'm just trying to get other sources of income. Oh, what's up, Matt? What's up, Matthias? It's all about value exchange. If you share high value, it should be compensated. Yeah, I believe so. I believe that's a good outlook. What's good PA? You mean what's good price action or what's good? Like what's good? Yeah, this has been pretty dead. I mean, we caught this 105 points with a 30 point loss and 105 points, so like 75 points profit today. Got our day on the eval. Gonna be rebuilding in front of you guys after this blow up. So one trade today, well, two trades, one idea, one win, one loss, and the loss was smaller than the win. So that's how you do it. That's how you do it. Yeah, I'm on MNQ as you guys can see. We are MNQ boys now after the blow up. I don't think I'll be graduating to minis for a while. I'll be trading MNQ for the foreseeable future. There's no shame in that. 5 MNQ does a lot of damage, like you guys saw today. A lot of damage with low risk of downside. Like, for me to lose this amount would have been 120 points. That would have been like 4 stop outs, like 30 points. And I get to risk more as well. It's nice. My trades get to breathe more. Um, I get to just aim for higher win rates. So yeah, let me change this to like a range, no, tick, 100 tick chart. You just let your trades breathe more. It's nice. And yeah, I used to not be wanting to trade micros because I was like, oh, like I trade more, I have to do more work. But once you trade micros, god damn, you can't go back because you just get bigger stops. And yeah, it's just hard to trade props with one mini. Like this is $300, this is 1,000 plus. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. The tick chart, I've never used the 100 tick chart. It looks weird, but I just want to demonstrate the execution a little better. It's hard to see on this. But yeah, guys, pretty much it for me. Just waiting on Lucid. We need $35 more in sales here. I'll give away those. Done with these. And yeah. Might watch a movie today. Is there any movies out? There's still Spider-Man Brand New Day. Odyssey still playing. I already watched those though. There's a new Jason Statham movie called Mutiny. After witnessing his billionaire boss's murder and being framed for crime, Jason Statham boards a cargo ship on a one-man crusade to avenge his boss's death, only to discover international conspiracy. Looks alright. I want like a more chill movie though. There's an Andrew Garfield movie called The Magic Faraway Tree. It's playing at Spectrum. I could watch that. Seems pretty good. What else is there at Spectrum? I just watched like 2 movies there today. Spa Weekend? What the hell is this? In the Spirit of Bad Moms, The Hangover. It looks like a fun movie. One Night Only. It's only at 9:10 p.m. I missed that. That was a movie I was gonna watch. Instead, I decided to stream Asia. End of Oak Street? Oh, let me see that. End of Oak Street. What is this? Is it a comedy? Anne Hathaway. Oh, okay. After a mysterious cosmic event rips Oak Street from suburbia and transports the neighborhood to someplace unknown, the Platt family soon discovers that their survival depends on them sticking together as they navigate their unrecognizable surroundings. Yeah, it seems pretty good. Not the vibe I'm going for today, but it does seem good. Yeah, seems like a banger. Yeah, definitely watch that. Just not today. Not today. I do have to watch some of my TV shows. I've been watching Smallville for like the last 3 months. Almost done with it. I'm on season 10, episode 5. No, episode 9. I have to finish that. Maybe I just finished that. I'm more like a rom-com guy. I really like rom-coms. Because in Indian movies, no matter how big the action is, there's always like the romance side. And I just like the story of romance side. I feel like it's better than horror. Like horror, I don't like horror. I feel like it's just all jump scares. I don't really like it at all. I don't feel like the story is worth. Oh, you're watching Smallville as well. Smallville's amazing. Amazing, amazing. I'm literally on season 10. I'm on episode finished 8, so I'm on 9. I don't want to read the spoilers, but yeah, I love it. I love superhero stuff. So I'm watching Smallville. Like when I was a kid, I read all the Percy Jackson books. I read all the Greek mythology. I read all that stuff. I loved it. So I've always loved like superpowers and stuff like that. So I always watch all the superheroes. I watch all the Marvel. I watch all the power stuff. I love it. DCU dropped Lanterns. Oh, Green Lantern? Lanterns. Oh yeah, it is the ring. It seems a bit grounded. It doesn't seem like they're using their powers much, huh? James Gunn struggling DCU. Man, why did they take out Henry Cavill as Superman? I miss him. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'll have to check it out, but this video does not make it seem good. I like the movie Green Lantern with Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively. Watch Mentalist? Oh, what is this? Mentalist. Oh, this guy. Oh, yeah. I've seen this guy before. Oh, yeah, it seems pretty good. Yeah, it seems good. I've just not seen like a lot of TV shows. Only TV shows I've seen is like The Flash. I've seen uh what else have I seen? I've seen this show called The Hundred. It's a sci-fi show. Seen I've seen Loki. Like I've seen like all the superhero shows. The Hundred was peak, right? You seen The Hundred? Yeah, it was peak, bro. I missed The Hundred. It was fire. Man, I watched like all the seasons. It was especially fire like the first four. But I watched everything. It was fire. Rizzo is trying to short up here, risking 360. I mean, he woke up late. It's working out. Oh, anime. Yes, I've seen I watched the first 5 seasons of Naruto. I didn't like it. There's too much filler. It was fire, but I didn't like it. Too much filler. I watched Dragon Ball 3 times. The whole thing. I watched Dragon Ball except for GT. I watched DBZ Kai. I watched Dragon Ball Super. I watched like the whole thing. I'm watching Agency with my wife. It's pretty good. What's Agency? Let's see. Oh, this guy, Michael Fassbender. He was like the guy in X-Men, undercover CIA agent. Oh yeah, this is a show that I would like. Richard. Oh, this guy. He was in Pretty Woman. He was like the main guy. He was another one as well. Yeah, this seems like a story that I would watch. Yeah, it seems fire actually. Like I said, the romance aspect is pretty important to me. Um, Not like watching people kiss or anything like that. Just the story. I like the story. I like how it unfolds. I mean, there's only so many ways like a love story can unfold, but I just like watching it. I don't know. Yeah, I probably am missing out on so many peak animes. I've seen this one niche anime. No one probably knows this anime. It's super niche. It's like a romance anime. Like PG, obviously. Like I don't care about like I'm not like watching hentai or anything like that, but super niche anime. What was it called? God, it was only one season, and I was like, damn, I want another season. It was on Crunchyroll. I remember buying Crunchyroll subscription just for this. Oh my goodness, I don't know if I'm gonna find this name. I'm gonna have to like log into my Crunchyroll. Rizzo, is he short on ES or NQ? Let me see. Rizzo short NQ at 325. Oh, well he was up 20 points, and now he's down 5 points. I mean, I would assume this trades back into the range a bit. Oh, he's cutting it for 10 points here. Mm, yeah, I mean, I'm not taking anything else. If anything, my idea would be like, I mean, this was the idea. We captured that, and now unable to trade lower beyond the overnight high just leads me to believe that we could just potentially bounce and go back into range. I don't know. Go back to opening range mid around 380s, 390s. Charts wise, yeah. Let me find this anime that I was watching. I probably need to like go to my history. Oh, here we go. Here's my history. This is what I was watching, guys. This was an absolute banger. More than a married couple, but not lovers. Absolute banger. Banger, banger, banger. Niche anime. Damn, they still only have one episode, one season, bro. God. Oh yeah, Jiro, bro. Oh my God, Jiro. Holy. I remember this guy, bro. Does this have two seasons or? Yeah, it's October 2022. One season, bro. When is the second season coming out? I've been waiting for years, man. Holy. God, give me a season two already. Dude, it gained strong international popularity. God damn, man. I don't think they're coming out with season two. Yeah, see, like, look at this rating. Oh, what the hell? Oh, petition. Oh, I'm about to sign this right now. Demand season. Oh, wait, I'm about to sign this right now. I'm about to sign this on stream. I just can't show my email on stream. I'm about to sign this right now. Holy, get me in there. Bro, they're asking for $3, bro. I signed your petition, bro. I'm not pitching $3. Either this anime drops or doesn't. I'm not wasting $3. Alright, it's saying share this, so I'm gonna put this in the chat. I know we got some friends in here that could sign this petition. It's literally just provide your first name, last name, and email. I mean, I don't think it's gonna do anything, but might as well. I petitioned. I want a season 2 of this. Yeah, I don't think we're getting it though. But yeah, I do think we get 80s and 90s on NQ. Oh, another anime I've seen is Beyblade. I don't know if anyone's seen that. That was peak when I was a little kid. Beyblade, man. That was peak times. I watched it with my brother. I was like 10 years old. 10, maybe 12, maybe 13. I used to play, with my friends outside. We used to have like a stadium and play Beyblade, bro. It was so fun. Good times. Tyson Kai Ray Max. Is that from Beyblade? Oh yeah, wait. How do I not recognize these guys? This is no wait, no, this is like no, I mean like the OG Beyblade. Like Jenga. Like yeah, no, this is like a new Beyblade. No, let me show you the OG Beyblade. I remember Pegasus. Yeah, Pegasus, bro. Bro, I might have to start watching again. God. Beyblade, man. I'm telling you. I remember like King had Varieries. I remember this guy Julian, he had what was that one? I forgot. Julian, he was like some rich kid. He had this nice Beyblade. I remember Ray Striker. I remember that guy. What was his name? Like Matsamune something. I remember Jinga, obviously. I remember Kiyoya. Kiyoya had what was it? Storm Leone. Yeah, I remember that. What was the one? What was the big fat guy? I forgot, but he had like the bull. I remember Ryuga and El Drago. That was Aura. That guy was Aura. Shota Beam. Oh yeah, I've seen some episodes of that in India. Yeah, that was fire as well. That's like the Indian version of Popeye. He eats something and he gets strong. Yeah, that was fun. I remember I had some shirts. Yeah, this is like the Indian version of Popeye for anyone wondering. It's a big character in India. He eats this like Indian sweet and he gets strong. Pretty much same thing. Popeye eats spinach and he gets strong. So Beam, bro, Beam. That's a fire name though, Beam. Yeah, I remember watching this. But yeah, just pretty dead market. I'm glad we captured our short. I'm glad we captured our short. Not much to do. Tokyo Goal? What the hell is this? Let me search it up. Oh hell no. Dark fantasy manga? This does not look like something I'd watch. Just the aesthetic alone. Yeah, I'm not watching this. I cannot see myself watching this. In a world where goals, human-like creatures survive. Oh hell no, hell no. What are you recommending? Yo, what the hell? Bruce trying to recommend me a nightmare. I mean, she kind of bad though, but uh, Death Note. Death Note. Just don't think I can. I'm gonna in Florida. I think all I'm gonna do is stream, trade, and watch movies and gym. Hey MB, you got 100 points short? Yes, I did. 105 points. Captured it here. Took a loss for 30 points first though, but then we captured 105. So yeah, 2 trades and we're done for the day. One win, one loss. Winner was much bigger. 5 micros as well. So just taking it slow. But yeah, where was I? Death Note. Oh, I'm searching up Death Note. Yeah, I don't think I can watch this either. I'm sure the stories are good. I mean, I hear all these people say like, oh, Attack on Titan, Death Note, this, that. What else is there? I feel like that's it. But no, I feel like these are good, but it's not my thing. I'm sure if I started watching it though, I'd watch it. I just don't want to start. I'm just not a huge anime guy. Oh my God, AB just threw like, oh, Solo Leveling. Yes, you know, actually, that's on my list to watch. I'm gonna watch that. James Bond series. Oh, which one? There's a lot, no? Or just the movies, you mean? The franchise? Oh, is there a TV show? Oh, it's a film series. Okay, okay. But which one though? There's like the OG one. There's so many. Damn, why are there so many James Bond series? I knew it was a fire. Oh, I guess you'd want me to watch this, 2006 to 2021. Pierce Brosnan. Oh, that was Dr. Fate in DC. What else has he played? Mamma Mia. Have I seen this one? He was in Percy Jackson? Yeah, so I know he was in Black Adam. I saw that. Black Adam was fire. Misfits. Why does that seem familiar? IT. Why does that seem familiar? Laws of Attraction seems like something I'd watch. Oh, Amanda Seyfried. She's bad. She's bad. That's my type right there. She's really pretty. Like, it's kind of what I'm attracted to. Um, yeah, she's bad. But Percy Jackson. Oh, she's bad too. I mean, everyone's bad in movies. Like, you're not gonna cast someone who's not bad. Oh, he was Chiron. He was like the horse guy. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Oh wait, no, isn't Grover Underwood the horse guy? Who was Chiron again? I thought he was the horse guy in Percy Jackson. It's been a while since I read the books. Yeah, he was the horse guy. So Grover Underwood, wasn't he a horse guy as well? Oh yeah, he was a horse guy as well. Oh, okay. I see, I see. I see, I see. Yeah, I think we go back up to 89, opening range mid. Seems very doable. But it's like the opportunity is just so crushed right now. The volatility is so crushed. They just like crush it like a uh, garbage truck machine. So yeah, when did I start streaming? As far as like not today, but oh, Casino Royale. Yes, I see what you mean. What the hell? Is someone logging into my account? Sometimes I get weird emails like, oh, like you signed in, or like, what the hell? All right, Nate is asking for some help. Let me tell him to join stream. He's wondering how to connect something on NinjaTrader. Just call him real quick on Discord. Stay streaming. Dude, like, I think it trades 89, but it's just so, these candles look disgusting to me. Maybe it, yeah, I don't know. 50 Shades of Grey? Oh yeah, I've seen that. How old are you? I'm 22. 22. 23 in December. Yeah, 50 Shades of Grey is fire. I've seen it before. How long you been trading? 4 years now. 4 years. I started trading when I was a sophomore in college, and I knew that I would have to make trading work by the time I graduated because I didn't want to work 9 to 5. I mean, I wasn't going to. I was going to be in the film industry, but I just didn't want to work. I wanted to make money trading, and I achieved it. Bet on myself, and it worked out. Why did you start with futures and not equities? So the first video I ever saw, so the story on how I started trading was, I remember, so I was playing pro tennis tournaments at the time. For about a week of work, you put your body in the line, you play matches, and it's a pro tournament, right? You get prize money if you win. So I had like 3K saved up, sophomore in school, and it was a break. And one time, my friends from like my high school friends, we they all came back and we went to go eat like Korean barbecue and went to go watch a movie and stuff. And just like a week later, I was down like a couple $100, and I was like, damn, like good times are expensive. Like I need to make more money. And I was like, okay, what do I do? And I was like, okay, let's see. So I can either save more money or I can make more money. So my first instinct was, let's just go make more money. I want to spend more. I want to make more. I don't want to. I don't want to be frugal. I want to make more so I can afford to spend. So, anyways, that's what I did, and I started going online. And luckily for me, the first video that I saw um, was, well, actually, I went online and I started trading Robinhood. I had like penny stocks, and what's it like? I remember because there was a pattern day trading rule still at the time, and I remember I took a trade, and there's like some company, I don't remember the company, but I closed it like a week later, and I made like $60, and I was like, wow, that was my first ever real taste of like making money. I bought some stock, right, and I closed it like a week later, and I was like, wow, I just made $60 doing nothing. I just had to click some buttons, and from there I was hooked. And but then that wasn't enough for me. $60 over in a week's time, obviously, like with my capital at the time, that's what I did. I had like 1,500 in there in my Robinhood. I made like $60. Obviously no options, no leverage, but yeah. Um, yeah, that's what I did, and I was like, oh, this is not enough. So then I went to YouTube. I went to look at more leverage stuff, and the first video that came up was, oh, why is my camera like that? The first video that came up was Daniel Inskeep. Daniel Inskeep, let me search it up. I'm sure some of you guys have maybe seen this video. Daniel Inskeep, if you go to his channel, go to his most popular. This is the first video I saw about like day trading, futures, and all that. I watched this video the whole way through. It explained like what is a futures contract, how many ticks, how many dollars is, 4 ticks, things like that. I didn't know what a candlestick was. This was all new to me. And then I watched this video, Trades by Matt, versus Daniel. So Daniel's like a noob. Trades by Matt is like a professional compared to Daniel. And they had a challenge where they started with like, I want to say 5K or 1K. I think it was 5 or 3. I don't know. But Matt ended up. Okay, what the hell is happening to my camera? Jeez, what the hell is happening to my camera, guys? 1 second. Why can't my camera like work anymore though? What the hell? Okay, I think it works now. That's weird. It started like glitching out on me. Never seen that before. Anyways, yeah. So I watched this video. I was like, okay, day trading futures looks amazing. And the next video, in this video, that I went to go to Trader Matt's channel, and they were just talking about like day trading with prop firms. So then I went to Top Step and I started buying prop firm accounts, and from there, the rest is history. But yeah, that was my intro to trading. Is there a giveaway today? No, there is not. No, there is not. We are $35 away from Lucid, so I'm waiting on that, and we'll do a giveaway as soon as that happens. We're so close. But I'll do another giveaway at FunNNext next week. They pretty much let me give away an account every week at FunNNext. Did you ever look into ICT stuff? I have. I watched like I saw the mentorship, and it was seemed so complicated. I watched like one of the years of ICT mentorship. I watched like 20 minutes of it, and then I just stopped. It seemed too much like schoolwork, and I don't like school, so you have to like do so much stuff. But yeah, I mean, we've been streaming for 2 hours. I'm not taking any more trades and pretty much talked about all the movies that we can. So I think I'll call it a day there, guys. Happy with my win, 105-point winner. Um, yeah, call it a day there, and I'll be trading my Tradeify evals on Monday. So stay tuned for that. Retrading that with 5 micros all the way through to the funded and get myself out of this hole where I blew 15K in payouts this week. So I will see you guys on Monday. I'm avoiding Asia from now on, so I won't stream Sunday open. I'll see you guys on Monday, and hope you guys have a good weekend. Stay safe, and yeah, see you guys. Peace, peace, peace.